Hello everybody, this is Bill. It's Thursday, August the 2nd, and here's trade analysis for the day. Okay, as I mentioned earlier in the week, we were waiting for a big explosion, and we got it today for sure. The HLB fired off here at 2:45 a.m., drew the HLB line, broke out to the upside, drew the HLB line at the high, which is 2271. Proper entry would have been at 2272, an easy 30 ticks or more right there on that particular trade. The other valid trade was to short the low of the HLB once pricing crossed below the line, and had you done that, 2261 would have been the entry, and you would have made an easy it looks like almost 35, 38 ticks there. Now, one of the things that I was discussing with a subscriber this morning is they're getting a little bit frustrated because they have been going for larger gains and getting stopped out a lot and getting frustrated. So I suggested that they implement what I call a little scalping strategy, or a generate some cash every day kind of strategy. So instead of setting your limit to the hash marks and hoping and praying that it gets there, you just set your limit to 10 ticks. And then historically, I went back and looked when I was coming up with this strategy at the HLB, and over 90% of the time, if you take an HLB signal and you set your profit limit at 10 ticks, you're going to get hit and get your profit. So we tried that out this morning for real, and he used the strategy here when he shorted the low of the HLB line and just picked up his 10 ticks in a second and a second and a half. Very happy with it. So I'm suggesting that to all of my subscribers that want to, generate cash on a daily basis and not worry so much about swinging for the fences and making the big runs. Another trade setup that you could use with that scalping strategy is when you have a spout fire off like this, in whatever direction it's running, you could buy the breakout of the original spout bar, the next bar over. So like on this bar here, you could have bought that high or one tick above that high, and then stayed in for a quick 10 ticks that way. Same thing here, you could have shorted the low and caught a quick 10 ticks that way. So the reason why I suggest the scalping strategy for the spouts is a lot of people have a hard time jumping on that first spout that fires off, and I frankly only use them for exits as opposed to entries. But if you wanted to scalp spouts, that would be a way that you could do it. And it's fairly low risk because you're setting, only a 10 tick stop, and you're only trying to get 10 ticks, and usually these things go pretty far. But anyway, the big news today was, as I mentioned earlier in the week, I was expecting a really big move, but I was actually surprised by how big this move was. The total span from high to low today was somewhere in the neighborhood of 240 ticks. This was all spearheaded on the comments of the ECB and Mario Draghi. It initially broke out way to the upside and continued to go all the way up here to 2413, and then I don't know. They decided they didn't like what he said. It immediately started to collapse down here, and like I said, from high to low, over 240 ticks. So. We just caught a little piece of that, little slice of that pie, and that's fine with me, because this is a really great way to kill yourself trying to chase these things. But anyway, there's multiple suggestions for how you could have traded the HLB signal today. So hope that helps you get to be a better trader, and that's it for today. I'm a little long-winded, but I think it was worth pointing those things out. Alright, good luck with your trades, and I'll be back at you tomorrow. Bye.